showing how the materials work. First and foremost, 3M safety glasses. You got to protect those peepers. This is a used spatsier lathe that we import and distribute. It's a multi-step machine. It's got a power controller here that you can dial in the speed that you want. Very efficient, very easy to use. We have spindles made for it for the American system, where most of the wheels will have a 1-inch arbor hole. Comes with a series of washers just in case you need to use a thinner wheel. Into the spindle and slam it in and give it a tap. Have a mark on the spindle that will always correspond to the mark on the shaft. Next thing I want to show you is fantasy cutting. In this case, there's a V to the wheel. They're also produced with a round and a flat edge, depending on the type of design you want to do. Again, hand tight. I'll bring water down to it. In this case, I'm going to fold that up so it's a smaller surface. Drip of water. Machine on. Now it's up to you what you want to do with it. This is a very coarse wheel. Bottom. See that I will never be able to compete with the Bohemian glass cutters, but you can put the design in. Now this is a grit 400-500, more of the finishing grit. You could begin with this wheel, but it's not necessarily recommended as it will wear down the edge very quickly. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom in most of the cuts. I will leave one as the coarse wheel. A little bit of compressed air to dry it out. There is my coarse grind. All three of these are with the 400-500. I'm going to use a pulper wheel. We have these designed with the exact same face. This is a softer wheel, so you'll have to take some care with it. I'm going to slow it down a little. Now this is my coarse one. And then I'm going to leave this one as my fine sintered. I'm going to do both of these with the orange, and then I'll do one of them with the polish. And once it's in the groove, it holds itself straight and firm. Again, we have 60, 400, and then the orange. Last but not least, using the Pulper Brown, Lappy Brown, and it also is an expanded urethane product. It's cerium impregnated. All of these wheels do not cause any contamination on the fabric. Again, if you are concerned about that at all, you can get a separate piece of fabric just for the final polish step. Now these three having been done, this last one is the only one I'm going to polish. Again, getting into the same groove. Doesn't take much pressure, but it does take a constant water flow. Here we have the polish. The finish from the 4 different steps. We have a glass cone. Cone used for cleaning up the inside of cut lips. Again, it needs to run wet. Remove the fabric. Bring the hose down so it's dripping on it. And then you bring your glass in. Now you don't just jam it on. That will smooth out the lip. Now when you're done working with the lathe, this spindle is stainless steel, but many of them are also, it can be ordered with mild steel. What you want to do is run it and clean it. And you want to dry and clean the shaft.